to the Monday night trials here at Tabcorp Park. We've got a total of 15 trials for this evening, and the first of 15 trials about to get underway. And number 1 is Grins Crusade, 2 is Gilda, 3 Betters de Beau, 4 Flower on the Wall, 5 I'm Still Working, 6 is Soul Dancer, number 7 Halcyon Hall, 8 is Arts Rush, and 9 Mr. Smoochie. Trial 1 over 2,240 metres. Green lights on and away. Soul Dancer from wide on the track has began fast. Grins Crusade, and also from the middle of the track, I'm Still Working. Grins Crusade at the moment holding out. I'm Still Working. A few of them got pretty tight there, leaving the straight the first time. Soul Dancer's out 3 deep going forward. Just off the speed then was Gilda, who settles in 5th placing, and just ahead of it along the pegs was Arts Rush. Back to 4th last in the running line came Mr. Smoochie, covering up Betters de Beau. Second last was Halcyon Hall, and last of all on the inside was Flower on the Wall. Still a fairly packing field as they head down the back straight up to the 1600. They've got a mile to run. They're still sorting themselves out, and there's plenty of action up near the lead. And going to the front now was I'm Still Working, who continued to press on. He's now being challenged on the outside by Mr. Smoochie. Tempo's been reasonable, 48.2, so it's not overly quick, but for this class of horses, it's not too bad as Mr. Smoochie presses on, and Mr. Smoochie takes up the running. From I'm Still Working now in 2nd spot, Soul Dancer 3rd. So we've had a number of leaders in that first lap. Moving up into 4th place in the outside was Grins Crusade, who was the first horse past the winning post on the pegs, but now he's sitting outside the lead and facing the breeze. In a 1 out, 1 back trail was Arts Rush. 4 back the inside, Betters de Beau. The horse behind the leader, I'm Still Working. It's pulling very, very hard at the moment and giving the driver, which is Darren Bradley, a pretty tough time of it. Then in the running line came Gilda. Second last on the outside was Halcyon Hall, and last on the pegs was Flower on the Wall. 30.2 the first quarter, second quarter in 31.4, 61.6 a half, and going down the back, the tempo's been okay. Mr. Smoochie leads. Sitting up second, Grins Crusade. I'm Still Working, settles better now 3rd as the tempo lifted. As they go down the back, in behind them came Arts Rush. On the inside, Soul Dancer. Taking off was Halcyon Hall from the tail of the field. It's coming into it quickly. Tracked up by Flower on the Wall. Between runners was Gilda and then Betters de Beau. 31.3 to 3rd quarter, so they walk down the back. Halcyon Hall from the tail of the field let loose with a big run right around the field to go up and join them with Arts Rush, and Halcyon Hall swept up to him on the home turn. He's out 4 wide and he's hit the lead. Arts Rush trying to go with it. Going for a bad gallop on the inside was Flower on the Wall, but it's all Halcyon Hall with a lightning run virtually from last to first. Halcyon Hall scores. Second placing going to Mr. Smoochie came again from Arts Rush. Close up was Gilda with Betters de Beau. Flower on the Wall was certainly going to be in it till he galloped half up the straight. Soul Dancer, I'm Still Working, and at the tail of the field, Grins Crusade. 29.9 that final quarter, a mile rate of 23.1. Action-packed trial for the first here tonight for the COs, with Halcyon Hall for Danny Norris and Chris Alford coming from the tail of the field to salute. Mr. Smoochie fought back to, I think, hold down second, just ahead of number 8, Arts Rush. So I think it was 7.98. Tight go in behind him for 4th and 5th. Gilda was up there for those 4th and 5th spot, but we'll stand by for the judge to semaphore the numbers. The sectional times were 30.2 the first quarter, second quarter in 31.4, 31.3 to 3rd, and 29.9 the final quarter. 7, 9, 8, 2 and 3, 7, 9, 8, 2 and 3. Mile rate was 23.1 the mile rate. The gross time was 2:51.4. Last mile in 2.3.1 last mile, last half in 61.3. Last mile 2.31, last half 61.3, mile rate 2.31, gross time 2.51.4. And the margins were 6.5 metres by 2.5. 6.5 by 2.5 on the numbers 798, 2 and 3. 798, 2 and 3 on trial number 1 here this evening.